Nighttime is a relatively quiet time when everyone in that particular time zone has settled down or has been fast asleep or is at least getting ready to sleep. Nothing really happens during the night except for those people working the graveyard shift getting the morning paper ready, and it's rare that anything exciting happens. However, sometimes things decide to go bump in the night, and sometimes someone and their camera are around to capture something spooky or strange happening that eyes were not meant to see. Do you believe in ghosts? Have you ever seen one? How about something unexplained that you've never seen before? Well, stick around, because we found the 5 scariest 3 AM videos caught on camera and spotted in real life. Before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button to get notified every day for more amazing content. With that being said, let's begin. Number 5, Ghost on the Road. Ghosts have been seen pretty much everywhere in the world, and even though there really isn't any concrete evidence that ghosts are actually real, that doesn't stop the fact that ghosts are still sighted on almost a daily basis. In May 2017, a couple of guys were traveling in a car when an unsuspected thing happened. While traveling down the road, a ghostly apparition suddenly appeared in front of the car, which was sitting in the middle of the road maybe 150 yards away. The car was equipped with a dash cam, which can really come in handy for such situations. The two were suddenly so afraid of what they had seen that they said they stopped the car and quickly went backward and then turned around, driving away in the opposite direction. The driver of the car says that he was even more spooked out over the sighting because the dash cam's warning lights came on at the same time. The area in which this occurred is said to be home to an old haunted and abandoned mansion, which is in the Bukit Tungku district in Malaysia. The driver said that he's watched enough horror movies to know that you don't investigate such things, and thought that the best thing to do was to get out of there as quickly as possible. Video footage was posted online after the sighting, and some people also believed what they were seeing was a ghost, but others had a different explanation. Some believe it was a prank, or even part of an elaborate scheme to try and rob people who stopped to avoid hitting someone on the road, while other people then attacked the vehicle. However, this isn't the only time a ghost has been seen sitting in the middle of the road in this same location. Footage showed up online in which an unknown motorist was driving along the same stretch of road at 3:25 AM when he sees a woman on the side of the road who's dressed in a traditional blouse and skirt combo, which is called a kabaya. Despite it being 3 in the morning, the driver doesn't seem to be concerned, but as he's driving along, he sees someone wearing the exact same gold skirt and red blouse who's just walking down the side of the road. He continues to drive down the road and sees a third person wearing the same stuff. If that doesn't seem strange enough, he rounds a corner and sees a fourth figure who's wearing the same outfit, who's purposefully walking down the middle of the road. Of course, the driver's had enough of what's going on and stops the car, and then as he starts to reverse, the footage ends. Is this some ghost out tormenting people in the middle of the night? Perhaps it was the ghost of a victim on this particular stretch of highway. Number 4, Ghost Caught on Police Camera. Sometimes the authenticity of a ghost sighting video or photos is based on the people who have supposedly captured the footage. That's because some people are usually behind a nicely crafted hoax using Photoshop and superior video editing skills. So, of course, the first thing people do when considering some spooky footage is to check out the credibility of the person who captured that footage. And while it's not unheard of for public officials or employees to try and trick the public for whatever reason, they usually don't bother with such things. However, sometimes even those who uphold the law aren't immune from a haunting. On September 26, 2014, New Mexico police were on duty and watching some surveillance footage when they spotted something strange. And it wasn't just any old, strange, unexplainable thing. What they saw actually spooked them. In the surveillance footage, a ghostly figure can be seen moving through the parking area of the police station. The ghost-like apparition seemed to float across the parking lot, and then it went through a secured gate. If this was a person, they would not be able to get through the gate. Of course, these guys thought it was just some moth or some big bug flying too close to the camera, but then one of the officers saw the legs and realized they were human. Although the figure's not completely clear, you can see it does look like a figure walking through the darkness. So what did the two officers see in the parking lot if not a ghost? The outside lot is a secured area and no one can enter or leave without setting off alarms. It should also be noted that the figure, whatever it is, seems to easily move through objects with a classic ghostly style. And yes, it did move right through a chain link fence. A ghost walking around the outside of the police station is a spooky thing for sure. However, other things have been reported around the police station. Some police officers in the station say that they've felt as if there's something breathing on the back of their necks while working in a briefing room, and there are unusual noises heard frequently on the premises. So perhaps there's a ghost haunting the police station. The mysteries remain unsolved. Number 3. Ghost of Christmas. CCTV cameras are known for picking up all kinds of strange things, especially when no one's around or it's 3 in the morning. That is, after all, the reason that they're there in the first place, to capture things going on when no one else can. And CCTV cameras are constantly running, which means they're likely to pick up a lot of strange things, including ghost sightings. On December 25th, 2017, a CCTV camera overlooking the side of the street appeared to pick up a mysterious silhouette, which emerged from the house and then looks as if it climbs onto the hood of the car. Inside of the car, a group of youngsters are drinking before getting ready to roam the streets of Peru. In the video footage, the silhouette appears out of the left-hand side, walking from the sidewalk and then up towards the car. It then sits on the hood for a minute before getting off and walking away towards the camera. CCTV operators were actually monitoring the yellow car and watching the occupants who were inside the yellow car drinking alcohol when they witnessed what appeared to be paranormal activity. The operators of the camera equipment swear that the footage has not been manipulated in any way. The footage was uploaded to social media networks and sparked intense debates about exactly what it was that people were seeing. Some social media users said that the video was really amazing and actually quite frightening. And of course, some people jokingly said the ghosts also wanted to drink alcohol. Another social media user had another explanation in which he said that it was simply a spider that was walking across the camera lens. However, if you look at the footage again, if it is a spider, it moves kinda strange for the 8-legged creature. Since the clip got so much attention and the clip ended up going viral, and the fact it happened on Christmas Day, the shadow was called the Ghost of Christmas. We've taken a look at the footage a few times and have not been able to draw any conclusion. What do you think the shadow is in the video? Number 2. Ghost caught outside home. Many people have security cameras installed around their homes. There's a good reason for having such security cameras in case someone tries to steal something that belongs to you by breaking into your car or, even worse, breaking into your house. And in case the family is bored or tired of beating each other at Monopoly, going over security footage on the cameras is kind of exciting in comparison. One night on August 25th, 2017, the family had an unexpected visitor. What isn't certain is how they knew something was on their cameras or if there was some kind of alarm. The family was eating dinner when they were interrupted by some ghostly apparition which was moving behind their vehicles, which were parked just outside their house. The haunting figure seems to be gliding across the parking lot and looks a lot like a ghostly child who's skipping across the driveway. It seems to almost vanish completely at one point, but then you can make out a shadow as it dances over into the next yard. The ghost appears to be wearing white and leaves an odd and creepy glowing trail behind it as it's moving, which, to some who have seen the footage, could be due to the camera. The family swears that the footage has not been altered or changed in any way. In fact, the first thing they did is called a local news station to report what had happened. The family claims they were simply eating dinner when they saw the footage. Apparently, the family has CCTV camera screens in the kitchen and watches them while eating dinner. The odd and interesting thing is that they also provided surveillance footage of themselves eating dinner and seeing the ghost for the first time since the sighting happened. Most people who have seen the footage claimed that it looks like a person in an otherworldly form. Having seen the footage, what do you think it is? Number 1. Ball of Energy. On August 5th, 2016, a strange video emerged online, which shows an object that's somewhat like a giant white ball of light. This strange glowing orb was captured and filmed in front of the driveway of a home in Peru, South America. The CCTV security cameras captured almost 3 minutes of the strange apparition before it disappeared. Of course, the footage was put online and a lot of people had their own opinions of what was being seen in the video, with some saying that it was a drone and even others saying that it was a swamp gas gas, or even the planet Venus? With those kinds of answers, it actually could be anything you want it to be. The editor of UFOsightingsdaily.com, Scott C. Waring, saw the video and suggested that it could have been an alien spacecraft, and said that UFOs come in all shapes and sizes. Apparently, Scott thinks that this is a UFO that's actually cloaked in the security camera footage, which is equipped with an infrared LED light that allows it to see at night. If this is a UFO or swamp gas or even the planet Venus, it sure does move awfully strange. Along with Scott, you do have your skeptics, and some of these people said that the orbs caught on the CCTV camera could just be insects or dust that's reflecting against the camera lens. However, those things don't really pan out, because a speck of dust wouldn't hang around on the camera for 3 minutes. It would simply be blown away by the wind the next moment. Swamp gas, Venus, all unlikely explanations. But we would like to know what you think the orb is. Hope you enjoyed the video, Top 5ers. If you haven't already, check out our other channel, Americano, to enjoy even more amazing list videos. There'll be a link in the description, so check it out, as well as our other cool stuff shown